Hello, hello, and hello, hello. Well, every now and then, in my role as a chaplain and working in hospice, we have these discussions that takes place that really make you think. And a few weeks ago, there was a discussion that was going on in reference to people using RIP, rest in peace, for everyone that passes away. And someone made the statement saying we got to be careful with the rest in peace because will they actually rest in peace? And I would tell you that when we look at what it means to rest in peace, our peace only comes from one place, and that's our obedience to God and living righteousness. And sometimes it's hard to understand because you love those who are left up to go on before us, and you want to honor them. But for us, we hold the key and the ticket to whether or not someone can properly say rest in peace to us when we pass away. And today I was in a discussion about just about a year ago, almost here in New Mexico. The MAID program was approved and legalized. It came into fruition just about a year ago. And the MAID program is the medical assistance in dying process, where many patients have taken that option, that route to ending their lives when things don't get better. And the question is, and well, let me go back before that. And I've had nurses and I've had others who, prior to me ever experiencing it, share the beautiful stories of how gorgeous it was. It was a beautiful process, and of course the patient wasn't in pain, and the family didn't have to witness them struggle in death. But as they explain that, and as I've had the opportunity to witness it, although everything looks beautiful and everything sounds peaceful, there's a sadness that goes into my heart because of the sin that's associated with it. Murder, whether it's self murder or murdering someone else, is a sin. Anything that we do to our bodies, which is God's temple, His holy temple, we do to Him. So when we deface our bodies, we attack our bodies, and we take our lives in our own hands. What we're doing is telling God, you're not enough. So that's where the sadness is created. So today I was meeting with a patient again. He and I talked about this a couple of weeks ago, and he's a devout. Well, I won't say which religion or faith he has, but he's devout in his faith. And he asked me the point blank question as to, will God hold it against me? This young man has had several people who has taken their lives in their own hands. He said, I can't believe that God would just punish them because they decided, because of their mental health and things that was going on, there's no way out, to go ahead and end it. And the thing that I believe that's lost in that message is, it's not God who punishes you. You punish yourself with your disobedience. Romans 6 and 16b, the last part of Romans 6, verse 16 says, if you choose to love sin, what do we do when we say we choose to love sin? When we select sin over what is righteous. When we listen to the worldly solutions versus trusting God in His infinite and His ultimate, is not non-competitive wisdom. You can't compete with God's timing, His competitive nature. He is the only one. He is the source of your strength. And when we say we love sin, it's meaning we choose sin over Christ and His way. Then it goes on and says, if you choose to love sin, it will become your master, and it will own you. And the result of such ownership will lead you to death. But here's what secures our RIP. It says, if you choose to love and obey God, He will lead you into perfect righteousness. That's how you can find peace no matter what the circumstances are in your life. I often say it and I repeat it 1,000 times. It does not take faith to celebrate when everything is a rose garden in your life. When there's no darkness that exists, it does not take faith. The faith is built when you go through life challenges and say, darkness moment may look defeated by my obedience. Listen, here's my encouragement for us all. We have to stop accepting worldly solutions in place of a godly divine resolution and salvation for our lives. I do not care what you're experiencing. God and His authority is not usurped by none of your challenges. Guys, have a blessed day, but remember that. Love on your loved ones, encourage your loved ones, remind your loved ones of a God who saves all, conquers all, solves all, and redeems all. But it does not come without your obedience. Have a blessed one, guys, and see you soon.